Hey guys, Tyler here, bringing you Warcraft Wednesday once again. We are on Terenas stand. Flame Shade spawning in the north. We have 120 playing as Undead as usual, but going for a spicy build here. He's got the Dreadlord first, going for some ghouls up against Fly, playing as Orc. So yeah, ghouls against Orc. Don't see this too often. It's usually Ted Fiends, but looking forward to seeing how he gets on with it. 120 known for his extremely strong micro. Ghouls being very hard to control. Let's see how he gets on with them. Also going for an extra acolyte, kind of late as well, like an early scout acolyte. Looks like maybe he's going to go for an expansion, in fact. He's going for sleep first. Meanwhile, Blade Master over here doing some item creeping perhaps. And there we go, putting down a ziggurat. Definitely going for an early expo here. Blade Master coming over now. Making a pretty short work of these trolls here. The normal damage from the ghouls chipping in there pretty well, and here comes the Blade Master. Gets slept as you would expect. On ghoul. Oh, can't get away from the grunt. Nice control for a Fly. Manages to get all the creeps, and now going for a surround. Blade Master managed to stop that. Oh, slight miss micro there. Ghoul didn't all go home, and now Blade Master's going to get the kill, but going to get a grunt in response, unless the Blade Master can make it back and pop him out with the Windwalk. But I don't think that's going to be able to happen. Not going to make it back in time. Too much damage. Slow tower about halfway complete now. Trying to defend the haunted gold mine. Gets asleep, going for the surround. Gold mine in jeopardy, has to cancel it. There's pretty good damage to the Blade Master there. Slow tower's up now, so might be able to start up again, and Blade Master with not enough mana for another Windwalk. Very scary coming back in here, looking for the cancel. Trying to surround this, reduce the surface area. Slow tower coming into effect. And yeah, just has to speed scroll out of there. Since he didn't have the mana. Was going for like a really fast tick, a 1 grunt, 1 burrow tick, I believe. Which is why he hasn't had any reinforcements coming along till now. So let's see if 120 can get away with this early expansion. Cobalt, ooh. +6. Dreadlord gonna be hitting out some big damage. 1 Windwalk available on the Blade Master, but that slow tower zoning him out. No slow tower in the main though. Not yet at least, so this could be something he could focus on. No block yet as well. Could do with another ziggurat, maybe in this gap here.
A player's forces are under attack.
Maybe Fly was going for the item creep there or something, I'm not sure, but either way he gets scouted out by 120. Now he's going to come in and try creep it. Skeletons wear off. That's the dust, no Blade Master near. Ghouls in here doing some nice damage. Taking care of the Renegade Wizard pretty quickly. Another item picked up, so he's got a circlet. As well as a ring and some gloves. Coming back in now. 2 creeps super low. Good control by 120 and constantly threatening the surround here. And then secures the kill on the creeps. Very impressive control. Also sneaking away with that ghoul. Man, his control of these ghouls is excellent so far. Apart from that one lost ghoul he sent to the lumber up there accidentally earlier. Other than that, he's really been on point so far this match. Shadowhunter doing some creeping, but you know, not a very strong army for creeping. Going to be quite slow, take a lot of damage. Use the lightning shield to try to speed things up though. Fly on top of his control. He gets slippers of agility as well as a potion of invulnerability. Got the greater mana potion over here. 120's Dreadlord. And that's level 3, which means level 2 sleep. Blade Master. I have to watch on once this camp gets completed. Ticking up now behind this, going for graveyard as well. And Blade Master tries to come in, but unable to do so. Loses a ghoul there. Now the sleep. Is he gonna risk using the potion of greater mana? Once again, Blade Master has to use Windwalk to get out, but still has plenty of mana here. Enough for 2. Wind Riders is gonna be the answer, and could just. It's the one bestiary, also going for his own expansion. This one already mined out for 1,000 though. So 120 got pretty big gold lead at this stage. I imagine he's going to try to tick up as quickly as possible, start getting that ghoul frenzy going. Which is really what you need to keep those ghouls relevant in the late game. He's got so many ghouls. What's that? He's got 5 over there. 7, so that's 12 ghouls in total. That is a pretty big army of ghouls. Bringing them out now. Looks like maybe he's going to go for another camp. Solo creeping the Dreadlord here. Not going for a second hero. Going for a second crypt though. Into gargoyles. Don't know if he's spotted the Wind Riders, but perhaps that's what he expects. So Gargoyle is going to counter those Wind Riders nicely. But this next engagement could be dangerous. Orc army coming up here, and he has to pop the TP to get out. Wind Riders overhead. This would have gone pear-shaped for him quickly if he decided to stick around. Good TP out. And because he's got such a good gold lead with that early expansion, being a TP, not such a big deal. Level 3 on the Shadow Hunter. Got some really nice items there. Mana Stone as well as the Invul Pot. Same for the Blade Master. 2 circlets. Claws, slippers, and the gloves. That was a lot of damage. For the Blade Master. Got a... Okay, so just a 50 food army for 120. Sending the gargoyles, doing a little bit of scouting. Also got a shade to do some more scouting. Should help him combat the Blade Master's Windwalk as well. Yeah, I'm not sure if he scouted this at all. I don't recall seeing any skeletons run down this way. But he has to expect it now. He saw Fly's army before, you know, 2 grunts, 2 Wind Riders. That's not the army of a man in full swing and production. Okay, Dreadlord getting busy. Going for the creeps. Oh my god, more mana items. He's got a great amount of potion and a wand of mana stealing. That Shadow Hunter's going to have healing till the end of the match. Mana for days. Oh, I didn't even notice that. But it looks like the Dreadlord has picked up Tome of Retraining and transitioned into Carrion Swarm. I think I've got the overlay up. I didn't even notice that. And he's also got the Flute of Accuracy. There we go, Carrion Swarm onto the Peon line, but here come the Wind Riders. Has to get out of there straight away. TC there as well. It's gone for the Aura at level 1, not the Stomp, but still there wasn't a big army of ghouls for 120. Not much he could have done.
A town is under siege.
How many Garks has he got? Man, he's got so many ghouls!
A player's forces are
Looks
under
like he's got
attack.
around 12 here. Then maybe another 12 over here. Sending in most of them. He's got a almost 80 food army worth of ghouls. This is craziness. And now he's pushing. Shade doing the scouting. Huge army of ghouls. Only 2 Gargs at the moment though. That could be his downfall against the Wind Riders. Of which there are 3 currently. Oh, gargoyle. Oh. Can't afford to lose those. And here we go. Ghouls is getting flung in there, and it does have the stomp, and there it goes. And there we go. The gargoyles quickly dropping to the Wind Riders. But these ghouls just in here doing so much damage. Having trouble getting the surface area though with these ghouls, and the gargoyles dropping quickly to the Wind Riders. Constantly outnumbered. Ghouls in here. He's dropping so many ghouls. They're going down rapidly, but so are the heroes. Dreadlord uses the Greater Mana Potion. Look at how quickly these ghouls are going down. But the hero's also running out of life here. But, I mean, he's got so much mana in the Shadow Hunter, and all these ghouls are dying. All of them. Wind still alive though. Master in a little bit of trouble, but man, 120 just lost like 40 food worth of ghouls or so in that engagement. And what did he get in return? Very little from Fly, who started that fight at 50 and maybe produced a little bit during the fight, but finishes at 42, so maybe like, oh man, what were well, that was something. The problem was he had like maybe about 6 or 7 ghouls just running around here back and forth trying to right click on the heroes. There were a few units over here that he could have targeted, even if he just used attack move. I think things would have gone a little bit more smoothly there, but here you have it. And also, as we saw, the gargoyles just focused down straight away. Bit of an oversight there from 120. Thing is though, if he can get level 6 on the Dreadlord, calling that Infernal, that thing is an absolute beast. So powerful, but this TC's going to be 3 soon. And there it is. So Tri-Hero also very strong. Is he gonna maybe transition into Frost Worms? Could be an idea. Plenty of lumber. Lumber for days with this many ghouls. Yeah, already has the sack pit down. Could go for it.
A player's forces
with the
are
gargoyles to take care of the Wind Riders. Don't see any raiders on the field at the moment to ensnare Frostworm, so that could be an idea. I'll leave decision making to 120. Looks like he's doubling down on the ghouls. This time he has 3 gargoyles, but I think he probably needs 2 more. Comes the Blade Master. Right clicking on the Acolytes. Oh, no dust on the Dreadlord. What happened to the Shade? Did that get killed maybe because of a ward?
A player's forces are under attack.
Wind Riders find an angle where they can take care of the Acolytes and not take much damage in response. Acolytes dropping quickly. Here come the gargoyles. Still only has 3 of them though, but he's got 3 crypts now. Exploding his army back up after banking at 50 for quite some time. He's coming in for another push. Got 3-2 upgrades on these.
A player's forces are under attack.
Against the 1-1 upgrades. Let's see how this pans out. This is a monstrous army of ghouls. Out of nowhere thanks to that triple crypt production. Oh man. And there we go. Hits level 6 on the Dreadlord. Infernal coming down. Doing some big damage, and this time with all these upgrades, the ghouls are just shredding. And has enough gargoyles to fight off the Wind Riders. Seems back a lot of the low health ghouls. Other ones coming back in. Crit Lords. Oh man, Infernal going down pretty quickly, honestly. So the start of this engagement going pretty well, but now with no mana and low health ghouls, things starting to go south for 120. Shadowhunter just about out of mana, needs to use the stone. He wants to keep the healing up. Orc Army getting low, the Spirit Link spreading the damage. Everything's super low here. Dreadlords, no. And full disengage there. 120, basically the same army size as he started. Obviously he's been producing the whole time though. But this is a very interesting strategy from 120. Just mass ghouls. Fortunately, these ghouls are coming off the blight now, doing their wood cutting, so I'm not going to be healing up. Getting a few more gargoyles in the, in the mix. One thing 120 is not really hurting for is lumber. So sent basically all the low health ghouls to just continue on the lumber production. And here he comes for another push. Orc Army back up to full as well. Still 1-1 on the upgrades. Take a look at the War Mill. Okay, going for another damage upgrade now. What about... No final armor upgrade for the ghouls. Got a couple Bat Riders in the mix to take care of the gargoyles. That could be important. Only has 5 gargoyles. It's maybe not enough with the Bat Riders around to really deal with the Wind Riders. Might have to lean quite heavily on the Carrion Swarm against them. I wonder what the cooldown's like. Maybe the Infernal's back up, ready for some action. Oh, Air Army coming across here. And nice evasion there. Only one gargoyle going down to that Bat Rider. And a bit of hero focus now on the Dreadlords. Big time hero focus. He does have an invul pot. Activates it there. But yeah, all the gargoyles gone now. But the ghoul's doing so much damage. Still focus on the Dreadlord. No TP on him either. He's in big trouble. Blademaster with the crits, with the purge. Down he goes. 120 throws in the towel. Well, that was a very fun match, honestly. Very unusual strategy from 120. Could have worked, I think, if he just invested a little bit more into Gargs. And also maybe if he had a TP during that last fight. But yeah, very interesting stuff and good game overall. But thanks for tuning in to another installment of Warcraft Wednesday, everyone. And until next time, goodbye and good luck.